friends, it's Danielle here. I'm here today again to work on our journal that we've been working on together. The last video, I was trying to do these a little bit closer together, but my life got a little bit busy this week, so I'm a little bit behind. But in the last video, we made these little washi scrap piece fabric tape. And then off camera, I went ahead and just made some more to use. And we also made this snippet roll. And as you can tell, like I mentioned, I sewed 5 times across. I start with the center, then I come out and go out all the way to the edge and then do the same thing. Put another line, the 4th line here, and then the 5th line along this edge. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I also did do some more so that we would have more to work with. So I've got that. I told you guys I would show you. Oh, and I had a few little pieces of fabric left over that I had pulled. So instead of putting it away, I just made these little, some of them I turned into little triangles and stitched them together so we can use those on our embellishments. These are just a few layers and can add some trim or rickrack. This was just a scrap I found. I figured we might want to use that. And then another little, these are just basically triangles stitched, layered and stitched together. And then some little clusters, just to kind of use up all the little bits and pieces. I think I mentioned in the last video that most of these are from quilt tops, and I don't waste any of that fabric. Another little cluster. So I can show you guys, I can do one maybe towards the end of this video just so I can show you, but literally I was just cleaning up all the scraps from making those snippet rolls and washi tape, and this is, oops, that's just this is what I came up with. And then probably end up using my the felt flowers that are from Jen in the middle of these clusters, maybe some of these. So we'll look forward to that in this video. I'm wanting to do some pockets and embellishments and tags, that sort of thing. Not really putting everything together yet. Just some handmade embellishments in this video. And I'm guessing it's going to at least be this, it's going to be this video and maybe another one. Or maybe I'll just do some more handmade embellishments off camera, and then we'll come back and put them into the journal, and also the other elements that I always use in the journals also. But so I've grabbed some supplies, and I think I was beginning to say, you have to, I mean, this is really, I've been doing these kinds of things off on video to be totally transparent with you guys, because it's a little bit intimidating to try to feel like you're thinking creatively on the fly while other people are kind of watching over your shoulder. So I'm going to do the best I can. I have a general idea of some things that I'd like to make with you guys, but it's probably not going to be without a hitch. So basically what I have are some book pages. These were just from the series of journals that I had done, what I had left, and then some little collage elements that I had left. So I figured we would use that. I did pull some more little tickets and some of these receipt paper. I'll show you what I like to do with that kind of thing. And just some tea-stained paper scraps and telegram. This is really brittle paper, but it's good to use in collage. And, you know, just old papers that are good to use in collage. And then I have some rickrack here. What else do I have? I have some tags and some scrapbook paper cut-offs. Nope, that's not. These are some scrapbook paper cut-offs from making the pages. And then here's a bingo and some little things that we can try to alter. There's some craft paper envelopes here and some tags. And these I purchased from Amazon a long time ago. They're 5 1/4 by 2 5/8. They're shipping tags, and these are ones that Carla sent me in Happy Mail. I just stuck them with these, but these are just plain manila tags, and they have the reinforced hole. I've had these for a long time. I still have quite a few left. I don't remember the cost, but I'm pretty sure I got these on Amazon. So if you want to check those out. Yeah, so those are some of the supplies. And my desk is really messy, so I'm going to move some of these things over so that I have some space. But I wanted to kind of show you the overall picture of what I have out, because I'm going to have to move things around to be able to work in the camera frame. So bear with me just a second. And what I think I want to start with is something fairly simple. I think I told you guys in the last video I would show you these things. If you don't like mass, this video, I mean, I don't have the really pretty containers and all of that. This is a very functional video. But I'll try to make it less cluttered in the camera frame as to not be so distracting. Okay. All right, so I told you guys that I would show you how I did these. So this is a library card pocket. Again, I think these were from Amazon in bulk that I ordered. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna adhere the snippet roll to make a fabric covered library card pocket. So we're just gonna place some glue on here. I am not gonna sew this, so I need to make the glue go all the way to the edge. And I'm gonna adhere this on here like this and come in and trim it right to the edge. And then quickly before the glue sets, I'm gonna come back in and do another layer, really lining it up straight up against that first layer so you really can't see a seam. And this little piece I will save. So look how easy that was. Of course, making the little snippet roll wasn't as easy, but I think that really adds a lot of, really lots of color and fun texture, and it makes a cute little pocket for the inside of our journal. So that was the first thing. I'll set that aside. And let's see, what else can we do? Okay, so let's do, I'll kind of get more creative as we go into the videos, as I warm up to doing this. I've had a long day. My daughter had her dance competition today, if you guys follow me on Instagram. And I'm tired, but we will get through this. Oh, so I was doing this. Okay, where are my book pages? Here they are. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna take these tags, and I'm gonna go through here and try to find some images, and we're just gonna do book page tags. So that's pretty, and these will be stitched around. So what I'm looking for, I'll try to explain my thought process as much as I can. What I'm looking for is the tag is going to go like this, you know, like tags do. So I'm looking to just make this a full book page tag. So, you know, something like this wouldn't work because it would, you know, I'm looking for something vertical, basically a book page. So I could do something like this. That's one option. I could do something like this. And what I do, I doubt you will be able to see this on camera, but I just kind of hold it up to the light and move the tag over and try to, I can see through the paper. Yeah, you can kind of see on the camera so how I can see through the paper to see kind of where it would line up on the tag. So I kind of like that, and I don't want to make you guys wait around forever for me here. Let me see. I didn't grab a glue book, but this will work because there's a lot of these pages. So like I said, I am going to sew these. So I'm going to just use some glue stick here. And this one's getting pretty like gummed up, but this is my favorite type of glue stick. And I used to be able to get packs of them on Amazon for pretty affordable. I think it was like 4 for $13 or something. Something like that. And now I can't find that same, now they're much more expensive. So I'm kind of sad about that. Anyway, I'm just gonna try to, like I said, line up the book page. Easier when you're not trying to do this in the frame of a camera, but I think that's pretty close. I'm just gonna line that up. I got a little bit of glue on the back side, so I'm just gonna use this little glue eraser. And it also kind of makes sure the paper is all the way tucked, pushed down. And then we're just gonna come in here and trim . So I don't like that, and again, I wish I would have been able to line it up a little bit. So what we're gonna do is get my giant paper cutter in this tiny little frame here and trim this off, and then we don't see it anymore. So I'm gonna stitch around the edge of this once or twice, once or twice with a straight stitch probably, because the zigzag would be, in my mind, overwhelming. Again, I'm trying to explain my thought process. I will probably go around this tag twice with a straight stitch. And then I will take my hole punch and flip it over and punch the hole from the back, and then tie some fabric or twine through the hole. And that is a really simple tag that we have that you can write on the back of. So that's another idea. Let's see. Let's see if we can do another one. There's one of the mom reading, but there's some staining here on that page, so maybe I won't use that one. Could use I knew I had another tag out. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that one would be cute. Let's go for that one. So we're going to do the same thing. And I'll try to line. I'm trying to line it up so that I can get her hat and the Raggedy Ann doll in the frame of the tag. Have to lose some of the hat, but that's okay. And there we have another tag. Again, I'll stitch around it and poke the hole out and string something through the hole there. Okay, so what else can we do? Let's do, okay, so something else that would be fairly easy. Let's see if I can grab a different book. This reader is really cute. The illustrations are really, really cute. And if we look at our, just gonna grab one signature out of the book. If we look at our book, those colors kind of go pretty well with it. It looks like there's a little bit of pencil on this page, but we can erase it. And these are really old vintage books, so they're not perfect, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this book page in half, and then what we're going to end up making is a pocket. And so all I'm going to do is fold this, and I'm going to be happy with the thickness of this layer as well as this layer, and I'm going to trim it to size to fit on, you know, oh look, it's the same book, on most pages. And then I'm going to stitch around it and we'll decorate it. So, well, I'm not going to stitch around it on camera, but you'll see what I mean. Okay, so we need to trim this down. Get my giant paper cutter back out here. And let's start with trimming this one up, this side. All I do is go back and forth to see, okay, that would maybe fit on the signature, the front signature page, but I want to have more versatility to be able to use it kind of anywhere in the journal. So let's see if so here, this is the center paper of the signature, and it fits with some space. So I'm happy with that size. And normally if I weren't on camera right now, I would probably have done a few of these and stitched them all at the same time and kind of gone that route, but I'm just gonna stick some glue here so that it'll stay together, and then when I sew it off camera, basically it'll be all ready to sew. So let me see if I can zoom in, because we're gonna decorate this. And let's see, what can we use to decorate it? Let's bring these in, and let's do one of these here. Let's just go ahead and put that down while I'm thinking. And we could either stop and leave it at that, and I would go with my straight stitch twice, probably along this edge. Let's just see what some rickrack would look like. And then maybe a flower, felt flower. So that's cute. This is where I really spend time, and I'm gonna try not to because I'm on camera and I don't want to bore. I really don't want to bore you guys. That's cute. I don't know if it looks like a lot. It's just that look like. I wish you guys could talk to me. I think for this one, I'm just gonna do this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna stick this down because I'm gonna stitch across it, but I'm gonna stitch following this right over this stitch line of the triangles around it twice, and then I'll just use some Fabri-Tac and tack that down. And you guys can see that in the next one. So I'm gonna set this to the side. What we'll do is we'll just take a tiny bit of glue so it doesn't get separated. Waiting to be sewn. And I'll be able to pull that right off before I stitch it. Okay, so there's a pocket. I can show you guys what that will look like. Again, I have to sew it, but let's just say it was here, although I would want the heart felt to be on the outside. So that could serve as our little pocket. Whoops, I'm out of frame. I'm gonna zoom back out here a little bit, and we would be, I like that. It'll look much cuter once it's sewn. Okay, now let's do another pocket. We'll try to do it differently. Get my book pages over here again. And let's try to use a different reader. I don't know if this is a different reader. Yeah, I think this one would be a different reader. All right, so we're gonna just go with one. And this one is not gonna work because it will be too large to fold over. Oh, see here, there's this is one I already stitched. So let's just use this one. That makes it easy. This one is backed onto cardstock. This was probably one I did in a mass make session. So let's see, what else could we do? Let's see, let's play here. So these snippet rolls are really, really versatile. I don't like that. So I'm just looking at the placement and how much of the balloons I want to cover and what I want to use here. I'm not sure, but we're going to just go with it, because if I don't like it in the end, we don't have to use it. It's just paper and fabric, right? And usually you can play with it enough to where you like it. So I'm just going to place this here. This was the washi tape, clearly, as you guys could see. And I'm just gonna fold this over. Okay, so we have that. Now, I feel like we need to add something in here. So let me see. I have this bag of just random pieces of tickets and kind of vintage ephemera. And I'm wondering if we can just collage into some of that white space. Or put a milk cap, maybe? What do we think about that? It's not, I don't love it. What else could I use? All right, let's see. What does it look like with one of these? No. This is literally what I do. You guys want to see my process and what I do. This is it. And it's sometimes time consuming when it doesn't come together quickly. And I might have to either just decide on something or put it down and come back to it later. Let's see if we could maybe do this. I don't like that. Let's see what something like this looks like on an actual page. All right, so that doesn't look bad. It's different. Let me see if it's different with this orange instead of the yellow. All right, that's what we're going with. Decision is made. Trying to think as quickly as I can for you guys. So I'm just gonna glue here. And I don't recommend stitching through the double-sided tape, although I have, but this one's already stitched around. I could stitch around it again to get the artsy kind of double, triple stitch lines, but I'm just going to stick with this. And we will call that pocket done. And we'll pull the milk tab out a little bit so it will act as a little tab on the side of the page. Okay, so we got another pocket done. Okay, what do I want to do next? Let's see, how many? Okay, we're at 30 minutes, so let's do something a little bit more challenging and then probably have to do another video. So let me see. Let's alter this. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Changed my mind. Let's do something with this. I think this will match. What did I do with the rest of my signatures? Oh, they're in the book. What a good place for them. That'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little tuck spot or a journaling tag. And we're gonna get some collage elements out. I'm just going to kind of tear this. Again, I don't have a plan, so bear with me. I tried to not plan so that I could give you guys my authentic thought process as much as I could. And now let's see if we can find a little focal image here. I'm just looking at, that's a possibility. So this one, there would be nowhere to write on the front. Not that that's a problem, but or I could move this one over. I wonder if this is any wider. Yeah, that's a little bit wider. Let's see. And then this would give an opportunity to write a little exclamation or explanation of if you wanted to put a photo on the back or some writing. It's kind of basic, but once I stitched along it alongside, and I could do a little cluster, maybe. For some interest. Yeah, okay, let's just go with that. Okay, let's see how this is going to work out. These papers are really, really fragile, as you can probably tell. And we could either do a cluster here, or we could come in with the snippet rolls. You can either do tabs, make a tab like this, or you can do them like this. So let's do this. Let's cut. If I don't use it here, I will just use it somewhere else. So, and then see how this piece of fabric is flipped up like that because I have it bent here. I just come in with some glue and just push it down here. I don't know, you guys. I don't love this one yet. So I think that's what we're gonna go with. I don't know if I'll use that flower, but I'm going to back, I'm gonna get some tea stained paper and back this so that it can be used as a tag. Or if you don't want to use it as a tag, you can glue it down and use it as a tuck spot. And then this would be like a little tab off the side of the page. I'll show you once I get it trimmed out. I just need to trim. I'm I'm gonna take this to my paper trimmer and trim that down. All right, and then we'll put our little tab on. Before I put the flower on, I will sew around it. I think we need a contrasting flower of some sort. Or not flower. Why do I keep saying flowers? I mean button. I guess some of them are in the shape of flowers. There we go. This one will look good because it matches her dress. So we've got this all set up now. I'll go and stitch around it on my sewing machine and also show you guys the next video how these turned out, and then I will adhere the felt button. So it's covered with tea stained paper on the back and ready to be sewn. So I think that's all we have time for today. I will come back and do some more because I only did a few things that I had planned, and just to kind of avoid making the video too long. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this, kind of show you what we made. I hope it gave you some inspiration and was somewhat helpful in some way, and you get to creating. Again, I will come back and show you guys in the next video what these all look like stitched around and whatnot. And I did say I would show you what this would look like on a page. So if you wanted to tack it down as a tuck spot, you could just adhere here and here with glue or double-sided tape, and then this would stick off like a little tab on the side of the journal. You just have to put it on this side, not on the other side. Well, I guess no, that's not true. You could put it on the side and then stick a large journaling card in there. All right, so I've made a big old mess here, and I'm gonna clean this up and regather, and I will do another video to share more ideas with you. And I appreciate you tuning in, and any comments are much appreciative, and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss seeing any more ideas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.